Crime and punishment. No, I'm sorry. Crime and punishment here. This is a nice guy. This is redemption. Puccini, that's his name. But Balzac is a pain. He's both crime and punishment. This is about crime and punishment. In jest, it's not really serious. People have written opuses. No, it's not. That's not the plural. It's opera. Magnum opus. Singular magnum opera is the plural. So people have written magnum opera on the subject. Crime and Punishment is, of course, one of the greatest novels ever written. For some, it is the greatest. I've discovered Peterson, Jordan B. Peterson. I'm tempted to say controversial, but I don't think that's the word. If you become somewhat famous in the world of today, then there's already context. There's rebels who protest, they don't like this and that. So it was also a quote: if you have something to say, you'll offend. Something of value, something that challenges status quo or cliche. Anyway, and he tends to say that this is the greatest. No, he refers to Notes from the Underground, which I'm reading, by the way. But Crime and Punishment as the greatest of them all. Indeed, it had on a personal level, because that's all this is about. And it's fortunate there is no audience here. And I'm allowed to say whatever I like. I mean, as long as I don't break any laws or offend anyone. And I don't offend anyone because nobody's listening. So that's to the best. That's Panglossian. All is to the best in a best of possible worlds. Candide. They're feeding each other behind my back. On a personal level, it had an impact because when I was a teenager, I met this girl who was so sage, so sophisticated and intellectual, while I was a football player or something. No books read, or I don't know, Vinnetou. And she made me realize how bad this was, and I started reading with fervor, with intensity. Luckily, Crime and Punishment was one of the first, and it had an impact. I didn't realize I was a sort of a Raskolnikov, which is what Peterson says. We have to, when we are more aware, we have to understand that there is this potential within us. Does he say if you don't have the potential, you're already there? Or, anyway, we have this evil inside. It doesn't have to be manifest. We don't have to go and kill old women just because we feel they're superior. But it's indeed a magical book. It's more than thought-provoking, potentially transformational. About Dostoevsky, I also learned in high school from Kevorkian, gratitude again and again, that he had the last 3 minutes in front of an execution squad, and he divided the 3 minutes in three. One to say goodbye to family, one goodbye to say goodbye to his life, to have it in front of him, and one to watch a ray of sunshine on a bell tower nearby or something. He's pardoned at the last second, in fact. I'm sorry if it wasn't really a ploy, a scheme meant to bring him back to normal, let's say, stop being a rebel. And he writes about this in his books, and that's how the man on death row understands how precious life is, and how he wants to be on a rock in the middle of the sea. I mean, a small rock, not a luxurious island, an island with I don't know, the setup of the reach of today. It's just a bare rock of a few square meters in area. And another, the reason why I came to Crime and Punishment is because I saw some, I mean just a little bit, but it was enough, an adaptation for a play based on Crime and Punishment, which was terrible. It was a disaster. It's not even worth mentioning, and I don't even remember the name of the Arici Pogonici, whatever guy in the main role, just an upset individual with an earring. So, you know, it's more than, as that guy says in the song, what the pen is. He talks about the opera and the new adaptation, and is what the pen is they did to the Aida. Anyway, Crime and Punishment. Nec plus ultra, nothing is better.